that Europe have to offer. Liquid, we weren't too sure about them coming into 2021. SUMN, we've seen impressive form from these guys, but it really has been a crazy story across these 4 maps. Now we end on ASCENT, which SUMN has never really played that much, right? It's not been a big pick for them. I think they have 4 or 5 officials on record. They've won a lot of them, but it's not a huge sample size.
Yeah, you know, when you look back at this best of 5, we have to say, we started out with the Team Liquid looking like they were in a bit of a bind. But then when it swapped over, I mean, they really made sure that SUMN FC were frozen in the headlights on Icebox. We went to the 3rd map, where SUMN luckily found a safe haven by a very, very narrow amount, just 2 rounds. We almost split the difference when it came down to the final map that we saw, where Team Liquid took it 13-8. But now I'm hoping these guys have got some Red Bull in their fridges so they can ascend to new heights and get themselves focused up, because it's going to take a lot of energy after 5 hours of grueling gameplay. But when I look at ASCENT, the thing I have to say is both of these teams recently played Heretics over in First Strike. So Team Liquid, let's start with them. They beat them 13-10 with 7 rounds defense side to start. SUMN FC lost 13-1 with 1 round starting on the defensive side. So, not great when you consider the kind of transitive property there.
I will add a caveat to that, because this was SUMN FC's first real big final test, right? And a lot of these players were not as seasoned as a Heretics or a Liquid in playing in that kind of competition. So I can give them a slight reach with that, but still the way they lost, that's a huge loss in terms of scoreline. So statistically, if you go back to old, maybe you give Liquid the advantage in this one, but we're soon about to find out. And so far, attacking side here for SUMN, it's been slow-paced. Liquid have not really got much information off the back of this either, though. Eccles is ready with the Breach flashes to get ready to do some magic. And Cryptix, well, he's gearing up to think this could be an A-hit coming in.
It looks like it. They're rotating over 3 players with a 4th, over towards the spawn. But it didn't look like from SUMN FC that the intention is towards the A site. They're rotating in through mid, coming up in spawn, and about to take a hefty fight onto the Jet, who's now hiding inside a smoke. Hold on, this could be an opportunity. Screen, biding his time, but maybe waiting a little bit too long. Solkas catches Doma. Eccles on the reload, looking for the right clicks. One, almost the second as well. 1 HP, and it's easy. Does it for Eccles, closing that one out and putting 1-0 on the board for Team Liquid. That's a good start now on the defensive side.
A little bit too slow for SUMN on that one, because with Eccles being able to delay any push through coming through B main, no matter what happened there, it would have been a struggle. They would have had to just rush straight in at that point. A very clear victory on the pistol round. And SUMN now, do they decide to force up, do anything special on this one? We see just a Sheriff on Doma, so maybe they're just going to stick to being without the lesser weaponry in there and just going for the barn next.
Where's the bookie, boys? That's all I need to know.
On a map like ASCENT, you know, I can forgive them for not wanting to use it. There's quite a few long-range positions to fight from.
Yeah, I guess. Especially on the attacking side. It's never going to be easy to make those bookie buys work for the bookie boys. Eccles, he might have spotted a weapon if that was a rifle, but I think the pistol's just about evaded his detection, and a free kill on the Scream for Doma. That's a nice start. The problem is, you know, 4 versus 2, it should be easily connected for Liquid. We don't expect much from SUMN FC, but even that 1 kill, if they can extend it into another, which is looking less and less likely by the second, they would be pretty happy.
Poor Mystic. Wandering through the garden, being killed off by Eccles and Link. They were ready and waiting for him. The 2-0 start is what Liquid will grab, but now the full buy will come out from SUMN. And it's going to be a stacked up buy at that. Scream's the only one that's going to upgrade on the Liquid camp. And that's a man you would even save, even if there's a Spectre, you just let him upgrade, you know. The damage he can do. The headshot percentage he can add to it all.
I mean, there's a lot to be said for the buy that Team Liquid have got in the hands whenever you're on the defensive side. It's Solkas. Man after my own heart. Shock darts ready. There they go. Good damage from that. A couple of players within range, but I think if it had landed on top of the box, it would have been even better. It just tickles up a few, but it's armor stripped and a helping hand for the kind of buy that's in the hands of Liquid. SUMN FC posture towards B in the early round, but they haven't really caused a rotate. There's no stress just yet. Although they're applying pressure here. Oh, hold on, are they? Yeah, okay, someone swung, at least. I was waiting for that. That's the spike spotted and shown, but it's very intentional. As they rotate back towards middle and try to pressure out the short player, the only real problem for them is Scream. He has a Phantom in hand, he's tucked in, and if they make steps here, he'll hear them. Possibly react out and grab a couple of kills. You know what Scream can do when he catches you off guard. No flashes just yet. There's a free one. Smoke down, and he can easily get out of here. Dashes just to make sure that he's safely with his teammates. His life is so valuable. You do not want to lose him, considering the weaponry the rest of the team has.
One down.
Oh, and he's dealing more damage as well.
Left.
Mo gets picked right up. He's seen some more, but Boaster from the side. Link's able to save the day on that one, and we'll get the Vandal upgrade to play with. But someone with only 2 players left alive, and still these Spectres able to put some work in as the Summon players get closer. Jack is all alone. He's not got much time, and he's not able to fight it out. 3-0 start for Team Liquid, and almost a true bonus other than what Scream had to play with. A very comfortable round once again here for Liquid on the defensive side.
In the words of a famous rapper, another one.
I don't think DJ Khaled is a rapper.
Yeah,
I don't think you classify him as a rapper.
He's on many rap tracks, spouting mad lyrics, as they say on the streets, such as another one. And I believe the other is, if memory serves me correct, DJ Khaled. It's
yeah,
intricate stuff, really. There's a lot of messaging behind there. You know, you really get a sense of who the guy is. I like that from Scream. You know, 1 or 2 bullets, bail out. That's all you need. If he gets the headshot, he gets a kill on that range. If he doesn't, hey, he attempted it, right? That's the thought that counts.
I like that attempt from Doma. I thought he was going to try and drift on past, but he knew that was a bit of a risk. The wall's a bit too high for him to deal with. Oh no, lots of damage done towards him as they've tried to pass the smoke. Cryptic's able to spam on through. There's no abilities in here that Scream can get healed up on, so he does need to be cautious now. The smokes are going to cut off the rafters, which is going to be hard for them to push on through for the meantime. The spike will easily get planted. It's Cryptic's and how he'll try and approach us through Garden now. Vandal in hand, and Liquid are taking their time. They're not going to overextend into this just yet, but it's allowing more smokes to go down, more positions to be covered. Mo now trying to work the advantage. He knows they're coming from up above. He's got the lesser weaponry, and it's going to be harder for him to fight it out, but he still walks away with 1 kill for now. More to be had, and they're coming close range. Mo and Doma, they're making it work. Stinger plays for days, and he gets another one. And another one. And a 50 round comes through.
I like that. That's actually my favorite song by DJ Khaled Banks. I love how you worked that into the lyrics of the cast. That was amazing, dude. That was amazing. I never saw it from that perspective.
I'm going into rapping as well. They call me the bank star.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, let's hope I never have to hear one of those albums at an after party. Okay, God. That's exactly what the Stinger does on ADS. Triple burst. Thank you. Look at this. Your lyrics are going to be straight fire like your Phoenix. With 3-1, it's not another one for Team Liquid. They're falling behind in the streak category, but they'll accept it. You know, a round like that, SUMN FC get up in their faces. They take those grueling fights with the Stingers. It's exactly what we want to see from the boys of SUMN. And now, with the weapons in their hands and the ultimates by their sides, I think it's a relatively even battle. But the Hunter's Fury was earned in the previous round. Here's an ult door pop, so Boaster can immediately go in there and pop the Rolling Thunder. They've got the sight. The drone is clearing it out. Maybe a little bit unnecessary there on the aftershock, but hey, it works. They've got the sight for the plant now. It's going to be all about the retake for Team Liquid.
Yeah, Scream was instantly forced off of the position. It's not going to be too much of a problem for them to get the spike down. But they're backing away? SUMN are really thinking about this. They don't want to risk going down to lesser weaponry. Or maybe they think that Liquid has more to work with. This is very slow from SUMN.
I think it's the right move, though. You don't want to get caught off by the pistols, but Eccles, he's just sprayed straight through the smoke, killed Boaster, dropped the spike. That's pretty huge. They know it's a full A commitment. The rotate's on the way from Killjoy, or at least it looked like it was. With so little time left, they haven't really got the option to rotate over. Here's the spike planted. Turret and alarm bot retracted, but Doma He's finding another kill to work with over here on the SUMN FC side. Mo catches Link off guard and a 2v4 emerges. Hunter's Fury still online to deny any sort of defuse. You can see that Mo is on his way down a long, and at this point, I think Liquid should be considering the save. They'll see what they can get done. Maybe even get an ultimate to be popped, but they'd have to clear underneath. And that, whoa, there's a wall bang. Mystic was 20 HP, but Jack is here as well. Shutting down one, shutting down two, and putting two on the board for SUMN FC.
If Scream hadn't got that kill under Rafters, then they probably wouldn't have gone for it. It gave them the confidence they might be able to fight this off, but SUMN's positions were too strong. A very slow, careful entry from SUMN though. Sentry. Almost playing themselves at their own game. And giving the upper hand to Liquid, especially when the spike went down, just the pop shots played by Eccles through the smoke. We're going to see a judge, not a Bucky this time from Eccles though. On this, if Liquid can't get it, will be the last buy for the meantime. They would have to take an eco, so they need to try and fire back now and not allow SUMN to even this up.
Well, this is it, right? Don't allow a little bit of momentum to go over in your opponent's favor, especially not starting on one of those weaker buys. For Team Liquid, it's time to put a stop to this. And as they move in towards a bit of mid control, you can see Doma's not really having it when he hears that drone. He doesn't want to fully commit to it, but it's still going to spot him. I'm not sure if it did, but the bullets definitely give it away. Is now down towards bottom of mid. They know the control is lost. Team Liquid can't really get back in towards that side of the map, but they're thinking about a short push. There's two players here waiting for the utility, the alarm bot, to spot so they can swing on in, and I do wonder if the Breach has a flash in his hand. It looks in the position he's in as if he's ready to flash over on short. And he does, yes, you can see in the X-ray. There you go, thank you for showing us observers. Eccles has got a flash ready, so as soon as the alarm bot is destroyed, or just randomly, they'll feel it, and the timing was perfect, but Jack still gets Eccles, holding from afar, player stuck in the corner, good night, executed, 3 players holding him as he comes out to evade the aftershock, and a straight up A-blitz. That was a good attempt at short control, but SUMN FC, they reacted so quickly to it.
The quicker trigger fingers were in the hands of SUMN FC on that one. Liquid can't catch a break on this A side.
Spike planted.
Hit after hit, and SUMN are finding their way in. An instant save call going to be had here for Liquid, and rightly so. You don't want to be going up into this 5v3 after plant positions where we know SUMN are strong.
Yeah, I mean, for Liquid at the moment, there is no point in going for this, so obviously that save is definitely the way to go. Saving over whatever weapons they can get into the next one, and if you're SUMN FC, 3-3, tying it up, building the momentum. It's more so the context of how this happened, right? It's a slow game plan. They go out for the mid control. Doma's poking up, then he gets pushed back by the drone. They decide not to fully commit to it. They realize, okay, let's go get short control and see what's up there. They feel like there's a weakness, but it's all done all for feeling. There was no solid and concrete information. But that decision led them to the position that when the peak came out on short, Chak was only just coming out from B connector. He walked out of B connector, turned left, and held short. The flash comes in. It doesn't blind Chak because the angle he's on. He's able to take down an easy kill onto Eccles. The other player, Cryptic, stuck in the corner, and there's Aftershock online. But Boaster standing right there on short. It's a very easy decision. He gets pushed in the open. You've got Boaster, Doma, and Chak all holding the angle. Not a damn chance. As soon as he falls, and that all happens within, what, 2 seconds? You end up with a one-man A defense, the other 2 players on the B side, and no time to react, no time to do anything. It's just you're being executed on, the round's over. And I like the decision-making from Liquid at that point to fall back and not try to make a hero play. But it's got to be devastating, you know? They waited, what, a minute 10, a minute 20 seconds to make a play, and as soon as Liquid made that play, they just got punished so hard.
They're being pushed away from short once again in this round. SUMN able to take a lot of mid control. Some of the players on Liquid going to be forced up on weapons. Soulcast trying to find some extra information for himself to play with here. But all we hear from that is that there's a few players towards mid. A more defensive but attacking setup here on short for Liquid. They're ready for this hit to come through. One player close on short towards the tree, and the other player in garden. And it's Scream as well. He needs to hit the shot. He needs to land it. And the bait and switch works. Doma was busy. He went to check it, but Scream was alert and ready. Something you can always rely on here for Liquid. And this is better. Link up high. They push through the smoke. More damage being done, and even Cryptic's going to get one with the turret.
I got the spike.
But that's not what you want to see
Enemy remaining.
in a situation where they need to hold on to these kills.
That's it. I mean, they dropped the spike with 12 seconds left. There's no way Boaster goes in for a 1v3 in those conditions, especially when you still have Rolling Thunder and Hunter's Fury online. There literally was no way to win that. The second that, I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily say the second that they lost the Killjoy because it was already done. Jack would have went to site. He probably would have gotten Rolling Thundered. Then he would have gotten Hunter's Furied. It just means that they would have been in a better position to at least have wasted some of Team Liquid's ultimates. That would have been the main impact, but I think no matter what, that round was for Liquid. Now they come into this one with a round lead and lots of ultis online, but SUMN FC have the same. You've got those double Hunter's Fury and Lockdown, so, which kind of counter each other's ultimate, right? You put the Lockdown in, and you're going to have a Hunter's Fury coming your way real fast. Then if you try to counter with your own Lockdown, if your opponents try to counter with the Lockdown, you've got a Hunter's Fury to counter it, so kind of out of play for a little bit.
Well, we've seen the double Killjoy ults, right? Maybe we get the double Killjoy ults and double Hunter's Fury in one round. That would be pretty impressive.
You should.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen for sure. And here we go. Hunter's Fury is going to go online in about 3 seconds. No, they're going to actually play retake. They're going to hold the Hunter's Fury. Okay, so they're happy to give up the site completely and play into the retake. That's a really interesting approach. The flash.
Whoa.
Was that a team flash? I think it was. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Might have been. Certainly might have been. And now, SUMN, they're at a man disadvantage. The plant's going to come in. Or it should come in. Jack finally getting it done, making sure he's got it in the right
Spike
spot.
planted.
Scream, though, on the flank. And if this isn't checked, there's going to be a huge problem here for SUMN. They're going to lose full control of main. Now the defenders Killjoy is coming in, and Liquid are going to play SUMN at their own game. Will we get a Hunter's Fury? Oh, Scream catches Mo. He was trying to get the lineups on go, and it's not possible at all. Mystic's the only one left, and he's running away. He's going to let them take the round, get the defuse in, and just hold on to his weapon. Because a 1v4, no hope in that.
Yeah, really all that comes down to is taking down Mo. That round would have been much more complicated had they not have dropped Mo, but he was so focused on, he'd already cleared long, so then he looks to pop the Hunter's Fury and destroy that Killjoy ulti. Gave it a second to see if maybe they'd push forward, and Scream gets the god tier timing, takes him down, having snuck away. So if they deal with Scream, if they have one extra player alive that can go long with Mo and clear that angle together, I won't say they win the round, but they definitely don't lose it as cleanly as they did. It's a shame for them, but fantastic one for Liquid. You'll take them when they come. Still a Rolling Thunder online as well, while SUMN FC wait with their Hunter's Fury. Now that Lockdown's just being popped, this is the ideal round to use your Hunter's Fury so that you'll be in roughly the same place as the enemy, Killjoy. But really, you want to catch someone with your drone before you pop that Hunter's Fury, or wait for post-plant. And the drone has already been expended, didn't see a single soul. So most likely it's going to be post-plant usage. You look at mid-control, completely in favor of SUMN FC, and rather than break market door, they are heavily pushing in towards spawn. Link goes through the smoke to find one, but that's all he gets. And now Cryptix wants to do the same, but they're watching for it. Boaster knows exactly what's happening, but they're still pushing the B site. They've left A.
Oh, wow.
A is completely open, but they have no idea. Dealing with them one at a time, but the player in the back of the site, Solkus, he sprays away, drops the spike, but it can be recovered, and they can just run to A with it. A 1v2. And a tough one at that, because the player he dropped wasn't the Sova. So again, that Hunter's Fury for Mo is still online for the post plant. So Solkus has very little time to get in here and pressure them in with a defuse.
And remember, for looking at this, he still has to be oh so careful, even trying to get back into this fight, because he needs to check all the corners. There could have been a player still lurking around. A 1v2 with no information to play off of here. He'll maybe try to just get some extra information. He's back online with it. But Soulcast, this is a big ask of him. Clearing all the corners. Gonna check all the way to short. Is he gonna win out this duel against Mo? Oh, they turn, and Mo still manages to land it. Soulcast goes down, and it's really the best you could have hoped for is that he even finds a player in a situation like that. Time was already ticking too far down. But it's still going to be a pretty good buy here for Liquid. Soulcast stacked up at 8.5k.
Oh, getting a tight game for the finale. This is exactly what we wanted. Remember, this is the final map of a best-of-5 semifinals. This isn't even a grand final, and it's delivering in ways that we could only dream of. Considering the spot that we're in now for Team Liquid, defensive side has been met with a lot of pressure applied to them. We haven't even seen the full depth of the SUMN FC strat book. Now they're looking towards the A side. And this Rolling Thunder not actually going to hit anybody, but still Killjoy utility here waiting to catch these players as they push on in. Doma getting tagged up and forced out of position by the Nano Swarm. Peek in from Link for one, looking for more. He spotted the little hair bun of the Jet, but not able to take the kill. Doma pushes up afterwards in a great little angle in the corner, but the shot missed. Scream, he hits it in return, wins the Battle of Jets, and a 2v5. This is looking sure to be Liquid's round. Jack does his best to pull it back, but it's just not happening.
Decisive defensive round wins here for Liquid. And like you said, right, that Rolling Thunder that Boaster drops, I'm guessing it's just to clear out anyone on the side of the site they want to quickly rush into and maybe force players away. But with so much little info for him to play off of, he can't even aim it in a direction that it could maybe get some players and they get the kill, especially how Liquid play their A site. They're really far back in it. They got the maybe 2 players garden short area and then 1 player up on rafter, and they're just chilling really. They don't actually stick to fight the site itself. That's why more often than not we've seen someone be able to get in quite easily. But getting in is not the only thing you need to do, and Doma did just spot Scream rushing on forward, and still with someone more focused towards A. Eccles is going to try and cause them some problems, but Scream, he's on the mighty flank here. He was spotted out though. That's going to be the key thing, but they may not expect a double flank like this. Link's already dealing the damage onto Doma. Someone on the back foot once again. The Hunter's Fury's finally coming through from Mo. Oh, he hears it. Mo now needs to deliver the big kill, needs to deliver the damage, but he doesn't expect Scream to be up high. Summoner pins it in. They may finally be able to get a plant down, but it's Chak with a Bulldog that's going to try and hold on to this. He tips away, and that's just a nice bit of damage onto Scream, but he doesn't expect Soulcast to be there as well. Boaster coming up with a huge kill, but is this even enough? The flank is already there, and Eccles surprises him from short. Mystic playing around the generator. Can work this to his advantage. Scream is low. He's trying to teleport on out, and he'll get away for now. Full focus around the generator. He pokes on out. He's going to get flashed out, and he can't stand strong any longer. 7 now on the board for Liquid. A good effort from Summon, but again, that flank was so fast. Scream did that from the beginning of the round. He was just going for it, knowing that Summon would prefer to hit the A side.
Yeah, just seeing how much space you could get, and that's one of the benefits of when you see Scream, regardless of whether it's on the Jet or the Reyna, the fact that he can take map control and have an out. With a Reyna, it's a little more risky because he has to win the aim duel to do it, though with a Jet, if he rounds a corner and there's 3 players there, just dash away. It's all good, and we've already seen his willingness to take those early fights when he went towards A long, right? Took the peek, fired off 2 shots, and bailed back. And okay, he doesn't win an aim duel, but he gets the information for his team, and that's the objective. It's either that, or he ends up with a nuts flank.
Standing ahead.
It's a win-win, really, unless they hit that very quick shot. The turret spotting players already coming down middle. The dash from Scream used more aggressively this time as he's in the B connector, but they know it now. Maybe they didn't. They seemed unaware. Echoes pushes out, gives the support. Mystic down. This is huge from Scream. Ultimate popped, but the player's already dead. He'll spot the final, the leg seen. No more updrafts, unfortunately. But with his ulti in hand, a 2v1, it's looking like this is going to be their round for Team Liquid to close it out 8-4. All they have to do is deal with Chak, a man with a stinger in hand in a 1v2. But he has lockdown. If he can just cross over, pick up a weapon, and get onto the site, the lockdown could be invaluable.
Already on the flank as well. Gonna try and wrap around Chak and keep him locked in, because Chak knows if he can at least isolate one player, he can play the guessing game. He's checking every corner. He expects Scream to be close, but Scream is just around the corner trying to hunt him down. Oh, there we go. Information to be had, though. Chak will now get the alert and have a good understanding of what could be going on. Not a lot of time for Chak to make a decision here either. And he's going to run straight into the trap. Cryptix is there, but he goes down. Game on now. Scream versus Chak. 15 seconds to go. He's not being quiet with it as well. Scream is fully on the hunt for him. Remember, Scream popped the knives ages ago. Jack is trying to use as much utility as possible. He's got his ult online at the same time, but it's where he can safely plant it. Only just about getting the spike down. Swarm grenade's gone down, the ult committed as well, and Screamers have to go in for the kill. He's going to have to do it now. 22 health left for Jack. He's looking to try and save the day, but it's not going to work out in his favor. He easily deals away with the lockdown, and Scream saves the day and picks up the 8th round as Liquid grab an 8-4 first half on their defensive side.
Gorgeous work by Team Liquid, and if you're SUMN FC 4 rounds attack side, it might not be enough. As I said before, it was their defense where they struggled versus Heretics, finding just 1 out of 12 rounds. If you're Team Liquid having that kind of a lead, you're rubbing your hands together. And what better way for it to go, really, than your boy Scream, who's been fragging like an animal ever since the start of Valorant, coming in with the big clutch to close it on out. Really, this whole half, though, showed us that between these two teams, there's very little separating them. Obviously, we're on the 5th map of a BO5, which shows that in and of itself. But the fact that so many of these rounds came so close or were off the back of insane individual plays that managed to find a 2 or 3K opening, that's quite a good sign for what's to come. But let's see if SUMN FC have patched up the holes in the ship from way back in First Strike. They've certainly had the time to do so, but they're up against a Team Liquid that are on fire in the final half of the semifinals here at the RedBull home ground.
Liquid managed to pick up that incredible pistol round when it was their defensive side. On their attacking side, if they can pick this up, they know it's almost plain sailing from here. And this is a test of stamina for a lot of these teams as well. Playing a full best of 5, straight up into it. Mystic with the frenzy. How's he getting away with that? Has to drop the reload and Cryptix will finish him off, but maybe he's done enough to help his teammates out. Soulcast, he tries to be sneaky, comes a bit late to the party, but now he's put it into a 2v2. Doma with the frenzy. He's making it work. 40 health left, and Doma finishes him off. The defenders pick up the pistol, and SUMN, their chances are still here.
That they are. Winning out the pistol, giving them that little boost of rounds. And what are they going to come up with in this one? You know, the weapons shouldn't be... Oh, hold on. Liquid are going in for their own little force spy. I see Solkus with a bookie in hand. I wonder if that'll be carried forward. They're going for an A push, so if he's one of the last guys in or middle of the pack and goes towards the door, you can hold down that angle very well with a bookie.
This is interesting though. This is the first time we've seen Liquid go for the force, right? Normally they just save.
Second, I think we saw it in the previous map.
I'm trying to remember. I can't think, so I'm just going to trust you on it.
But yeah, no, typically they have been going for the ecos. They don't check right. Oh, it's almost their death sentence.
Instantly demolished as they tried to push in. And Scream, his dash got blocked.
Luckily, almost, because he was able to take his weapon out quicker and help out in the fight. Jack's almost gone down to a turret. Mo eventually deals with a shock dart coming through. It's dangerous, and it eliminates Jack, leaving it into a 1v4 in a very difficult position to win out. The force buy, as infrequent as it might come up for Liquid, it seems to have worked out this time, unless Mo has got an insane clutch. It's a good start. But with so limited time, all they have to do is take these fights one at a time and not give him the opportunity to clean them out. The bookie, fittingly, is what closes out this force buy for Liquid. An homage even to the second round of Split, in which SUMN FC did the same to them with 5 bookies.
So Liquid win the force up. No pistol conversion for SUMN when they needed rounds. And what are they investing into this? The Bucky on Mystic, a couple of Sheriffs in play. So SUMN aren't going for the full force. They're having a looser buy up in this. Scream is rocking a Sheriff of his own, and Doma did just spot him out there. He sits in the smoke, he lays and wait, and of course he's going to land a headshot like that. Doma, you nutty, nutty man.
It was nasty
That's
work.
confidence.
I mean, that's exactly what you want as well. We've said it before with the Jet. When you've got a Sheriff, you go for those aggressive peaks. You're the one that should be opening the round, regardless of whether you're on the defensive side, because you have that escapism. You have the ability to fire one shot and bail out, and that is unbelievably valuable versus just turtling in on a site and waiting for them to push you. With that, a man advantage, but it does very little to help them if they don't have the information. Then they've just caught a little bit. Boaster's seen one player. That's not a lot to work off. If the door goes down, almost.
They're trying to bait it out. They're trying to say the Boasters run away. With a Bucky, he can do so much damage here. Oh no! He misses the first shot. Scream and Link overrun him. Jack is there as well, but he can't stand up to that. Mystic trying to work his way through, but the Buckies this time round won't find success. Liquid looking for their temp as the spike goes down, and it's only Mo that remains. Bucky in hand, and he wants someone to push him. He wants to find himself a better weapon to fight off in this situation. But for now, Liquid are just going to stick to their ground, hold their positions, and grab themselves a 10th round.
Yeah, especially when you're in these kind of buys. If you lose one or two players, it means the next round isn't really a bonus at all. It's a full buy. You know, because you're investing so much already into it, or you're coming in with a massive disadvantage. The right click from Mo, a good attempt. It does some damage, but not enough. And of course, the spike won't even explode. Plenty of time left on the round. 10-5, double digits for Liquid, now really getting close to that victory. And we said before, SUMN FC found one round versus Heretics in one of the previous, I think their second last game that they had on ASCENT on record. It's been a long time, been nearly 2 months since we had that game played out. But Liquid right now, they definitely have their hands on the reins. This is a map that they're comfortable with. This is a map that they beat Heretics on, for God's sake. They definitely know how to play this map, and I think the only team that really puts a struggle on them for it would be G2, the champions of ASCENT. But now, Liquid not really too worried about that. Boaster, he tanks the damage, but they know he's there, right? Because he puts out that fault line. Easy just challenge, sure, I guess they'd already spotted him, so it was his only real attempt. But it gets shut down, and with that, a 5 versus 4. Good man advantage to start it out for Liquid.
And they can just chill for the moment here. They can wait a little bit before they make their decision. Plenty of time left on the clock. They know they've got the advantage. It's all about playing together as a team. Mo's position could be huge here, but he needs to be good for more than one. They need to potentially line up for him. Eccles is the first one forward. He's low on health, but he still wins it. No, Mo falls at the first hurdle. The smokes are going down. The turret's dealt the damage to, and Scream pushes on forward. He's up high with the knives, but he still can't get the kill. Jack's aim has been razor sharp throughout this entire series. He's been hitting some big money shots.
Spike planted.
Still 3 players to find, and with Doma with the operator, it's not the greatest of weapons to retake with. He'd have to pull off something special. The Liquid players are all in the site, 2 back in Boathouse for now. It's all a waiting game on how someone want to try and approach this. If someone gifts Doma an opportunity to take the shot and land it and pokes out into the open, maybe they can try and push on it. Oh, it's doubled up on. They just have to stand there. Mystic's taking a tiny bit of extra damage. It's not what he wants to see. Cryptix is spraying them all down, and Doma will be the last to fall. He can't get it done, and Liquid are up 11-5, making a big play now on ASCENT. And the money's not hot here for some, and their chances are almost over. They either choose to play for overtime or force up in some crazy buy for this round. And from what Mystic's buying early on here, oh, nope. Questionable. They're choosing it. Both just saying, we're the best. We know what we can do. We came second at First Strike main event. If we need to play for overtime, we'll play for overtime. We'll win it in overtime. You've got to have that confidence as a leader. But this version of Liquid, this map of ASCENT, this has looked great.
I mean, you got to have confidence for sure. You got to be able to sit there and say, we the best defense. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Another one of my favorite rappers' most famous lines, you know?
Never change, Mitch. Never change. I have to put you on some good rap, man.
Oh, dude, I've got some good rap. I've got DJ Khaled. I've got the Sugar Hill Gang. That's all I need.
Okay, that's good. Sugar Hill Gang's good.
That's all I need. So, Yeah, what I was going to say though is SUMN FC, obviously, as you're saying, first strike finalists. Team Liquid, a team that comes in. Oh God, that was a jump scare from a horror movie. The Scream just gets up in his face. What was that? Killjoy ult. It's about to. It's gonna cap him. Yeah, he's completely destroyed. You're detained. Goodbye. Good night. You've broken the COVID restrictions. You're detained. You're out of here. And the lockdown is successful in winning this round for Liquid and completely destroying SUMN FC's attempt at a force buy. I'm still shook after that dash by Scream. Like I feel like Scream came out of my screen into my face. I got a head.
Do you know what? When they hit you like that, it should do some extra damage, like 10 damage.
Pushes you back into the wall or something like.
That would make Jet truly OP. This was so scary.
Just turns around the corner and the guy's like Naruto dashing at him. Like, God damn. That's the one thing I know. I know you guys were making Naruto memes and all this in the Discord. I don't understand any of it, but I know what the Naruto run is.
You get that.
I know that.
I'm happy, Mitch. I'm happy.
I wanted to make you proud, Banks. That's all I've ever wanted.
We had a bit of Sasuke-kun. Now we're going to get the Naruto dash from Scream.
Yeah,
potentially the last round here, though, Mitch. And SUMN, they have really struggled on Ascent. We said they haven't played it so much. It's one of their least played maps. Obviously, you ignore Icebox because they've only just started to play it this year. But, man, this is not what you expect.
Not at all. If you're looking at this matchup on paper, SUMN FC are probably the team that you SUMN FC are the team that you would favor. But here on the final map, Liquid are just making it look unbelievably easy. One round left to go. A full push in towards the A site. You've already had everything committed in terms of ultimates for Team Liquid, and they get themselves control of the site, smoke off, and look for the plant Mo. It's all going to come down to this timing, and he's shut down. Now the advantage taken out of SUMN FC's hands, and Solkis, he plants the spike and instantly pulls out that ultimate to destroy the Killjoy ult. That's huge.
Big play coming in, but Doma's got some of his own. Headshots are being delivered, but he has to move off the bomb. He puts himself on top of the generator. He's got the high ground to play off of. They can sit on the spike for as long as they want. Cryptix, he takes him off it. This is less than ideal. Doma stunned as well. Him and Mystic need to fight this out, but one of them needs to start defusing. The spray comes on through. They're both going to go at the same time. It's Doma to deliver, and it's headshots all way. Oh, what a beautiful play from Doma. The ace starting off with that kill on Scream. Saving the day for SUMN, one round at a time, and that's how they're going to take it from here on out.
Well, that was filthy by Doma. Straight up filthy. 1, 2, even the earlier kills in the round, the strategy here, Mo, one away from his ultimate, goes in, plants the spike so he gets his ult online just in time to turn and take down that lockdown. He has cover from Doma while he's doing it. They try to push him, they try to stop him, but they can't get anywhere near it while Doma's spraying away like that. Everything about that round was perfect from SUMN FC, but now we need to see them do it again, and it relied on an ace. You can never rely on repeating that. Oh my God, Scream! Stop it! A double peek comes out of mid, and he shuts them both. Solkis in with a double of his own, and Banks, this may well be the end, unless Mystic has got a 4K up his sleeve.
Scream just said, Doma, anything you can do, I can do better. And Mystic, I think, has just been spotted as well. Nice headshot onto Soulcast for sure, but he's now got to deal with Scream. The Money Man headshot is delivered. Liquid make it to the grand final, and SUMN are